elevating aquatics.
It's a great opportunity for the city. It's going to be a great advantage for our residents.
So here's our timeline.
At a town hall meeting, residents learn about big plans for Irving Recreation. We have that as well as other big developments from that event. Lessons and the law.
Now that I finally get to see it, and it's like, I want to do this.
Irving youngsters get some summer schooling in police work. Get a look inside the Special Academy. Animal attraction.
I kind of feel like I'm actually on a farm.
Farm fun in the big city. See the Animal Connection experience at Fritz Park. Plus, the work to give drivers a smoother ride and a preview of Sparks and Stripes. Now on City Source. Summer is the time people can set up students for success in the new school year. Hello and welcome to City Source. I'm Thomas Gandy. See how you can get involved in just a few minutes, but we begin with significant news from several departments, and it came at the most recent town hall meeting. We start our report with a bold new vision for Parks and Rec, one that will lead to new facilities for Irving residents to enjoy.
We have some exciting news about the future of Parks and Recreation here in Irving.
Residents are learning about huge new plans, part of an initiative called Let's Play Irving, elevating aquatics and recreation.
Really excited about it. As far as I know in the history of Irving, I don't think we've ever done anything to this magnitude, so it's going to be a good time.
The plan includes a new pool at Lee Park, a new enclosed pool at Center Park, and at Mustang Park, a new multi-generational community recreation facility and aquatic center. No specific designs yet, but this is an early concept to provide ideas.
It should be really an opportunity for us to show that we're with the times and that we're giving a full-service, multi-purpose recreation facility.
I think it's great. The city management finding the money to do this and doing it in timely fashion. They're not going to waste any time. Let's get it done. I think it's very exciting for Irving.
That was just one big topic covered at the most recent town hall meeting at the Irving Arts Center.
Thank you for coming.
The residents are always very appreciative of the presentations that the staff does. It's very informative.
But I want to share with you some of the accomplishments.
Chief Victor Conley shared news from the Irving Fire Department. Construction of the Central Fire Station in downtown Irving is now underway, and this is what it will look like when it's complete. In Las Colinas, the fire department wants to move Station 8 from this cramped site to this lot near Northwest Highway and Riverside Drive.
Our EMS call volume has gone up 50% over just the last few years. And the current station facility that we're in is too small to house all the improvements we need to do to our services.
We recognize that there's an issue.
The Irving Police Department is taking on several challenging issues, including fentanyl.
We're aggressively and proactively going after those investigations that involve fentanyl deaths.
The department also continues to add more community engagement programs.
We're truly holding on by a thread.
Recruitment and retention has improved, but staffing is still a challenge for Irving Solid Waste Services. On the positive side,
folks are just becoming more accustomed to the once-a-week collections, so we're happy to see that the complaints are on the decrease.
Now, the team is looking at what's next.
I think the fully automated service is a great idea.
I think they're going to be ready to move to more automated type of service. Most cities of this size are once a week automated.
We were given our AAA bond rating.
From the presentations, it's clear there is a lot going on in Irving, and leaders hope residents will stay engaged. This town hall meeting is just one way.
It's critical to get the whole community to weigh in on it because we all live here, and this is always a good way to do it.
And we will be following developments on all of those fronts right here on City Source. In fact, next time, Parks and Rec Director Joe Moses will be our guest to talk more about Let's Play Irving, elevating aquatics and recreation. 17 roads across Irving are getting a fresh layer of asphalt, giving drivers a smoother ride. It's all part of the Road to the Future initiative. We caught up with crews on Valley Ranch Parkway in Irving. Road to the Future is now in year 6. It started with a plan to invest $100 million over 5 years, and that proved so successful that the investment is ongoing. Leaders say drivers notice the difference.
We need to upgrade our roads. We need to make sure those things are in place for the next group of people, for their benefit, as well as the businesses.
We've already improved over 72 miles of road in 5 years, and we look to make that even better. So I think everybody benefits from that.
See the list of all of the projects included this summer at cityofirving.org/road2future. You will note on the screen that it's a number 2 in that website. With a lot of construction happening on these projects and others, drivers are reminded to slow down in work zones and pay extra attention to signage. Irving has 2 new city council members. Abdul Kabir now represents single-member District Place 3, and Mark Cronenwet represents single-member District Place 5. They earned the most votes in the June 10th runoff election. The city secretary swore them in during a special meeting on June 20th. Mosquitoes caught in Irving trapping locations have tested positive for West Nile virus. Whenever that happens, during the overnight hours, crews spray the neighborhood around the trap that caught the infected mosquito. Residents are also reminded to take precautions for themselves. It's been a while since we've talked about this, so here are the 4 Ds, or maybe 5, depending on how you count them. First, use a mosquito repellent containing DEET. Drain standing water around your home because that can become a mosquito breeding ground. Dress in long sleeves and pants and wear light clothing. Dawn and dusk, those are the most active times for mosquitoes. Read more at irvingfightsthebite.org. The city of Irving will again celebrate Independence Day in a big way. A parade will start at City Hall at 9 a.m. on July 4th. You can see some of the fun in this video from past years and expect more festive floats and community groups this time around as the parade winds through the Heritage District. Following the parade is a watermelon social in Heritage Park at 10 a.m. It will feature live music from the Jade Flores Band.
It's really one of those things that brings the community together. You know, there's certain things, certain glue that we have within our city that people really respect and want to be part of.
Another dance in the courtyard.
The evening events begin at 6 at Levy Event Plaza. There will be food and drink vendors and a kids area. ICTN's Kathy Whiteman and I will again be your hosts. At 6:30, live music begins. At 8. Get ready to jam to the sounds of Downtown Fever. You'll definitely see a lot of people dancing along. Then at 9:15, there will be a fireworks and a drone show over Lake Carolyn. We will be streaming the evening's festivities live on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/thecityofirving. Find more details on the in-person event, including parking locations at irvingevents.org. The Irving Police Department has a summer program to help young people learn about some of the different aspects of serving as a law officer. Many participants I talked to are already considering careers in law enforcement. Others are just looking to soak up some extra knowledge during their summer break. Check out the Junior Police Academy.
You have to be able to make good decisions, right? Obviously in high-stress scenarios.
We're running our Junior Police Academy where we have some good kids from the middle schools come and they get to learn about policing and the different units and the different programs that we offer.
This is my sniper rifle here.
I think it's a great program. It exposes kids to what we do as officers, and it builds community relations.
Basically just a little heavier.
So our TAC unit does a lot of our high-risk warrants.
Remember I told you I was a grenadier?
Barricaded persons, and they have all the fancy equipment.
These muffs over here protect us from the loud noises that you're talking about, right?
I want to get involved in this because I really just want to have more justice in the world. I'm thinking about becoming a police officer.
This one is what we call our barrier vest.
What is it about being a police officer that interests you?
Like hearing their stories about what they go through, just seeing everything. It's like, okay, this is kind of cool.
I saw how police officers were helping people, and I wanted to help people too.
I'm looking forward to the K9.
This is a working dog, he's not a pet. We do not want to look the dog in the eyes.
Every bomb tech within the city of Irving goes to the FBI's, it's called Hazardous Devices School.
It's pretty cool, it's pretty cool. A lot of stuff that I didn't know they did.
I can look and see what's inside and see what I'm dealing with now.
It's nice to learn about like the tools they use and how to use them.
So that is the full bomb suit right there.
They got to talk to us and we got to like ask them questions about it, and they've been like really welcoming.
You have 6 or 7 officers in here. You can ask us any question you have. We want them to ask us the tough questions.
Scary? I think so.
I think if we're all being honest with ourselves, yeah, I mean, sometimes it's scary.
Will Harwich.
The main thing is they understand how law enforcement works, and they learn to follow the rules and become good citizens, and hopefully they're ambassadors for the Irving Police Department.
I hope we can kind of inspire the next generation of officers. And I also hope that it helps to build their confidence.
And now that I finally get to see after all these years of trying to be a police officer, want to be a police officer, now you get to see what they do, and it's like, I want to do this.
Now go run around the track. Can you do the pull-ups?
And there are more opportunities ahead. The Irving Police Athletic League offers free basketball and soccer summer camps called Summer Hoops and Summer Kicks. School resource officers lead the camps, and they are for all skill levels. Registration is required. For viewers watching online, I'll put the super long link in the description. While a lot of people are focusing on summer fun and vacations, the Irving Schools Foundation is looking ahead to the start of the next school year and making sure students have all of the supplies they need. Crystal Scanio is president and CEO of the Irving Schools Foundation. Thanks for coming back on the program.
Thanks for having me. Always exciting.
Yeah, and we have something great to talk about. Supplies for Success. It's underway now. How can people get involved with donating?
Yeah, this is our, I think, 20th annual Supplies for Success, and we love that the community can get involved in this. It's something that they can get on board and help us make sure our kids have everything they need to be successful. We're looking for volunteers, lots and lots of volunteers. We're looking for school supply donations, and we're also looking for financial donations because then we can buy items in bulk.
Yeah, and one place people can donate, Irving fire stations, correct?
Correct. All this month and next month they can donate at a fire station. We take new and used supplies. A lot of people are surprised by that we'll take office supplies, school supplies, because we use those gently used items in our C2C store for teachers throughout the year.
And we're always out there to see the massive volunteer effort that it takes to get this done, both to pack the backpacks, sort the supplies, and then on distribution day. Tell me how important the volunteers are.
Volunteers are everything. We have over 200 volunteers that help us throughout the week and the day of, and they bring the cheer. They literally, a lot of them are cheering. They bring the joy, and they also bring the hands that we need to make sure that these backpacks are stuffed and full and ready to go and be distributed.
And this year, the distribution event will be a little bit different. Tell me about it.
So we are so happy we're going back to in-person. COVID forced us to go through a drive-through, and although we were still able to serve our kids, we still distributed backpacks through the drive-through scenario. We lost the touchy-feely component. So we lost the part where we got to sit down with our kids, have the parents go through a resource fair, have the kids get dental checks, vision check, immunizations, things that they needed. And we lost that with COVID. But now we're going back in person, so we need volunteers more than ever to help us bring that back in person and offer those extra resources to our families.
And whenever we talk about this, we always hear from families, hey, I need supplies for my child, or maybe my neighbor could use some supplies from this program. What do you tell people about how they can get involved in that way?
So it's invite only, and we do that just because of pure volume. We'll have about 6,000 children come through on the day of the event and receive backpacks. We always have extras, and we always have a surplus that we'll then send to the schools. So we always tell them to contact their counselor at their school, and we'll have extras sent to their school available for them on Meet the Teacher Night. But always ask people to contact us, irvingschoolsfoundation.org. We have a lot of resources on there. We want to make sure every child in this city has everything they need to succeed.
Broadening the view now, you recently came out with the Irving Schools Foundation annual report, really some eye-opening numbers in there. 86% of families in Irving ISD are economically disadvantaged. How is that felt and experienced in the classroom?
It's certainly a challenge, and it's something we're aware of as an organization, and the best part about it is that we have such a great connection with our teachers and our counselors to where they make us aware of the situation in their classroom. So if they see a child going without something, if they see a deficiency in something that they feel that we could step in and help with, they come to us. And I love that. I love that they feel like we are a resource to them. And we're there to fill that gap, to make sure our kids, despite their background, despite their economic situation, they have everything they need to succeed.
Crystal Scanio with the Irving Schools Foundation, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And learn more about all the ways to help at irvingschoolsfoundation.org. Some children participating in the Irving Parks and Rec summer camp program at Georgia Farrow Rec Center got a treat, a field trip to visit us here at ICTN. Our team got to explain some of what we do to share the news of the city and produce television programs. That included a visit inside our production truck. In fact, we'll be using that to produce our 4th of July coverage live on location. They also got to see our studio and control rooms. The city offers summer camps at all recreation centers. And there is more summer fun at Fritz Park. The Animal Connection experience is back for another year. We checked out some of the features, including furry and feathered friends.
We are at Fritz Park Petting Farm, also known as the Animal Connection experience.
It's great. We've driven by it a few times, but this is our first time actually being here.
Like, I kind of feel like I'm actually on a farm.
Oh, it's wonderful. I love it.
Which one is your favorite?
Ducks. Duckies.
I wasn't expecting the lemurs. The lemurs were pretty cool.
The baby goats, they're so cute.
We have peacocks, we have wallabies.
I always been scared of animals, but I mean, they're nice.
We started pig races this year. We just want them to come out and have fun with their families. This is geared to more younger children.
The little playground area is good too, so when he's not feeling the animals, he can go play with the Legos and stuff.
It's kind of a steal because you get a lot.
I just love it. Good experience.
We'll probably come back again before the end of the season.
Fritz Park is located at 312 East Vilbig Street. It's open Thursdays through Saturdays from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. On Sundays, the hours are noon until 5. Irving residents with proof of residency pay $4 for admission. Children 2 and under are free. Let's meet our pets of the week. Michael Whiteside with the DFW Humane Society is at the Irving Animal Campus to tell us about today's doggies. Hey Michael, let's start with Anakin.
Yeah, so Anakin is new to us, sort of. So he was actually just returned by his owner yesterday. He's about a year old, a little over a year. He had been in a home since he was about 2 months old. So he's really nervous and shy at the moment, but he is such a handsome, friendly dog, even though he's so scared. He's like a shepherd Catahoula mix, and his coloring is amazing. He's kind of a tall boy. He's got some big ears. And I know once he gets a little more acclimated to the shelter, he's going to be amazing. But he's definitely one that you want to come out and at least say hi to and meet, because he really is a great dog.
Sounds like one that will take some time to warm up, but worth that investment of time if you can make it out to the campus to visit Anakin. And our next animal is one that we've met before but didn't find a home, so we want to make sure we get a home for Canela.
Yeah, so Canela is she's almost 5 years old, and she originally, when she came into Irving Animal Services, she actually tested positive for heartworms. She did get treated for that. She's completely clear and has been on preventative since then. She's a little terrier mix. She's kind of a medium-sized dog, and she's really friendly. Her favorite thing to do is to get some belly rubs. Usually when you go to meet her and pet her, she's just going to roll over and wait for those belly rubs to come, because she's just such a sweet girl. And again, since she's a medium size, she's going to be great for any environment, whether it's an apartment or a house, whatever you have. She just needs someone to give her some love and attention and a loving home.
And this is a really good time to adopt because there are a few days left and a special on adoptions right now. Tell me about it.
Yeah, so all throughout the month of June, all pets here at the Irving Animal Care Campus that are 1 year or older are free to adopt. So the two that I mentioned today, Anakin and Canela, both fall into that category. But we have so many dogs right now and cats that are over a year old that are just waiting for someone to come and give them that perfect home, and to give us a little more space here, because right now we're having lots of returns, lots of surrenders. And so there's a lot of animals coming in, but not a whole lot going out. So this would be a great time to come out and meet your new forever friend.
All right, said well by Michael Whiteside with the Irving Animal Care Campus and the DFW Humane Society. Thanks so much for being with us.
Oh, thank you guys so much.
The Animal Care Campus is located at 4140 Valley View Lane. Check out the websites on your screen for hours and to see more adoptable animals. Highlights from the big 4th of July celebration, Sparks and Stripes, are coming up next time on City Source. Also, we'll take a deeper look at the plans to elevate aquatics and recreation. Those stories and much more next time on City Source. Remember, you can always email us your thoughts on our stories. The address is ictn@cityofirving.org. Also find us on YouTube, youtube.com/thecityofirving. We are always adding new content, so it's a good idea to subscribe. While you're there, hit that like button on the videos you watch and leave us some positive comments. And you can also look for updates on events and initiatives across the major social media platforms at the City of Irving. And that's it for this edition of City Source. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.